Yo, what is going on, everyone? And welcome to another installment of the MRL Sportsman series here for the race number 5 at Texas Motor Speedway, the No Limits Texas, and it is going to be a blast. Now, Texas normally doesn't produce a whole bunch of good racing, but here, oh my goodness, in the Sportsman series, you will be seeing some of the best come on out and prove what they got. It is going to be a whole lot of fun here for this stuff. Okay, so let's kind of give a rundown here. In fact, actually, I'm about to give it a whirl. It is timer going, so I'm going to let the drivers know that we are all set. Timer going. And we already have our invites ready to go, and I will tell you what, this is a lot. This actually could impact the entirety of the rest of the season here going in this race. Texas, because of how we are getting closer and closer to the midway point of the season, this is only race number 5. It is one of those things that we are looking at. Already looking at the relegation line for this. Some of these drivers are getting prepped on up in order to move their way up to lights, or maybe they will get kicked on out of the top 10, and we're going to be seeing who can actually go and make their top spot in the Cup Series. So we'll have to see here. So we backed on out right now. We're just waiting for everything to roll on here. We have a lot of people joining us right now. Go GMI. Whoa, I understand GMI right there. We have Bad For You in here. We have Nathan. Hello. GMI, I don't think it's in this series. I think it's just your team there, Xander, and US Trek. Let me know if you're lagging too much. Well, I will for sure. So let's go and rejoin here. Of course, we want to go and look at who got pole. We have Burn It Down. We have so many people joining. Oh my goodness. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. On pole is Wildcard Coyote, the first driver here to go and get his pole. So there we go. Moving on through the rest of the field, we have Sauce in P2. P3 is actually in... well, I think we just passed him, actually. Yeah, right there, Chapman. So we have a lot to do here. And I think I just may have missed it. Oh, my goodness. I think I waited a little bit too long to join in the lobby. So we're going to be jumping straight in here. But we have Wildcard Coyote, who won the Bristol race for the All-Star Open just last week. He is going to go on out and complete that with his first pole. And I apologize for missing, looks like the first turn, but we are out and away. We actually have, if you may have noticed, 2 drivers that are coming on down from the Cup Series. We have a UK Wildcats, Mopower Cat, as well as a Racing, which is, in case you don't know, Napier. So these guys, look at how turn 4 will be a big one here. We are looking at, people getting into the grass already. Let's check on in with the back of the field and see how everyone is planning on doing this right here. You have Sauce that moved on up. He's going to go to the back right here. I think I know what he's planning on doing. Of course, we have the fuel rule here, which is basically a full tank of gas plus 5 laps. See how this entire pack got single file, quick, fast, and in a hurry. A lot of these guys are going to be just kind of feeling each other on out. You see the 0-2. Oh, but he hits the 8 up into the wall right there. He's going to come on down, and the 8's going to go spinning. Nuka is going to absolutely get destroyed right there. Very unfortunate by them, but sometimes that's what happens here at Texas. The quad oval just goes and does not treat you well. But just like that, we see a 3-wide situation with B-Comp. He has been one of the hottest drivers so far this season. That's 68 and 3 wide, making it work. That 68 has finished out of his 2 starts already, P2. He's looking for that win, and I know he can go and get it done. But Wildcard up here, already having his first win, getting that bread so far, and he has his teammate right behind him, Chapman. But look at the points leader, little Chris up here, making some hay, trying to go and get this done. Now, we do want to point on out the points right now. Of course, we're not going to be talking about the relegation line quite yet, but it is currently Lil Chris in the standings lead, Bassbuck in P2 with US Trek, Sauce, Tuck, Skuck, who is not in this race. Tomboy, Memory, Hellcat, and Wildcard. So Wildcard's all the way down in P10 in points. So he can go and get a good finish right here and maybe work his way up into maybe even the top 5 comes season then. Because the reason I say that is because from 3rd on back to P7, so right from 3rd to 7th, is only 50 points of separation. So there's plenty to do right here. So there's Sauce kind of putt-putting around right there on the back, but I know his strategy. Then you have the battle for P3 right here. You have UK versus Chapman. Then you have the 0-0 Bad For You making his first start. Bad For You has had a win. He knows how to get it done here. It's been a while since he's actually come on back to the series, but I am glad to have him back. 8 people watching. Thank you all so much for coming on out. Make some noise. Who are you rooting for right now? Because right now this is anyone's race. Now, Xander, I know we actually have a couple people. Actually, a couple people in this race. So not just to Xander. If you could enlighten me on just how many laps a full tank is, and that will be all I need to know for pit strategy. Because if I'm a betting man, you want to see a two-stopper here. But if the fuel roll allows it, then we may be forced into a 3-stopper, and that's my question. So whenever you get anyone gets an opportunity, just let me know on what the full fuel is. So kind of shifting on through, battle for P2 right here. Mopal Cat looking for the bottom right here on Lil Chris, trying to get 25. 25, yep. So looks like we are looking at a 3-stopper here. So if it is 25, that means most they can do is 25 to 50 to 75. Ooh, Lil Chris getting really loose right there. That's going to be a big move to the outside, and look at that. With the draft, UK is going to try to get it done, but he's going to be on the outside here. Not really the preferred line. You can see that Lil Chris is going to power on through, going to try to clear, but he has to give space right there for UK. Now, going to get that draft, he will get that spot there on the exit. Welcome to the top 2 here, UK. So yeah, going back to the whole fuel thing, 25, 50, 75, even with the 5 extra laps saved, we still have 84 laps in this race. That's a no-go. We're looking at a 3-stopper here. So I will tell you right now, getting on pit road here is so hard. I suck getting on the pit road, especially at this track. It is awful to get on the pit road here, because any quad oval, honestly, Atlanta as well. Charlotte is actually not that bad, but Atlanta here is so bad, because look at this banking. We're following on board with the US truck right here. Look at this banking, and then all of a sudden we have to slow on down, and there is the pit entry right there. Not only that, but you're pitting from the racing line. These guys will be looking at a big kerfuffle happening going on behind it if they don't signal. If they don't signal, they may go and get a big walloping from behind. The 74 making a bold move to go and take it 3 wide. He will, and he clears in order to get P4 there. Excellent move by the 74 Bassbuck, who is P2 in standings right now. 85 points on back. Oh, but big! Oh my goodness, what the heck happened up here? We see the 16 of Mo Power NRG going on through the grass. Looks like the 88 of Lil Chris had a little bit of kerfuffling going on, but we have a battle for the lead. Let's go on board with that for a hot second if I can never find them. There they are. So wildcard still going on, but it looks like UK wants to go and get the sweep for the week. If he, hypothetically, he can actually sweep the week. So he's choosing to race here at Texas. He won 2 days ago at Auto Club, and he can actually win tomorrow at Bristol. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys will position themselves going into this race, because, you know, we have 2 non-point guys racing, you know, they're racing for shots and goggles, you know. Where is, let's actually try to find Napier as we kind of go on through here. But it looks like we have the top 10 up here. This is P3 for 5, 6, 7, 8. P9, so we have the top 9 up here with NRG being the caboose on that train. But it looks like Lil Chris is actually struggling right now. He's actually dropped all the way to P9. And look at Tomboy up here into P7. Welcome, Tomboy. It's been a while since you've been up here. Unfortunately, there is... basically, we have a big movement going on around in terms of the point standings. Because like I said, from P3 on back, there is so much to play for. Unfortunately, his teammate here, Kobe, has not joined this race, so he will be missed. Unfortunately, he will not get points. But we are looking at a whole bunch of points being played on up with everyone here. Looks like US Trek Enterprise right here, not having the best of races. He's currently sitting P3 in the standings, but he is outside the top 10. So it looks like he's trying to make up those points slowly but surely. Hellcat is right behind him, who's sitting P9 in the standings, tied with Wildcard all the way back here as well. So these drivers want to maybe benefit off of the other drivers' misfortune. There's Tuckball. You can tell who's been doing practice here. This is what I love to see, is when you have a plain old test scheme, you can tell who's actually been putting into practice, who's actually been, seeing, hey, what doesn't. I love it. Big movement. Oh my goodness, the 56 right there. Going to go and take underneath the 00 of Bad For You Racing. Oh, big movement. Oh, the 38 going to get really tight. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad. The 56 of Chapman not playing any prisoners here. And you can see that the 74 is also running that test scheme. So, hey, you know what? Hey, welcome. But yeah, the oh man, that 56 wants to have that P3. Oh my goodness, big aggression all the way around right here. Meanwhile, looks like the top spot did swap on back, so it's Wildcard back up to the front. As we come up here into the first round of pit stops, essentially, yeah, this is going to be a 3-stopper of a race. Pretty calm, cool, and collected. But like I said, pit road is going to be so hard to get onto, whether or not we see. Do we have our first DNF of the race? I think so. Yep, right there. I saw him up 2 off of, oh my goodness, the 8 of Mopowa, Nuka, and NRG. What a blow to the Mopowa team. So, one thing I rarely talk about, but I feel like I should be talking about here, is the actual team standings. I never talk about it, but, well, here we are. So, the team standings, so tight. PMR, which is Heron, Lil Chris, US Trek, those guys, and Lima Zidel, which is honestly just Bass, are tied in the team standings. But right behind them is Mopowa, which is consisting of Nuka, NRG, UK, but UK is on a part-time basis, of course. And then we also have Sauce. So, with both of those drivers DNFing from the race, that's going to kill their average standing, which is going to be calculated into their team points. Of course, it's all about average finish. So, big moves by both Energy and Nuka to back out of the race. And honestly, that's just an incentive to not back out, because there's always something to race for. As we see a big separation up here. Oh, but the 00 gets crazy loose, and you can just see how crazy it can be. You don't want to get too loose coming off the corner, but you also want to run a little bit of a loose setup in order to gain those positions. You can see the 68 of B comp right here, definitely making a move. He's going to try. I'm going to try to go on board with him, actually, because he's making some hay right now, working with Liv Morganfan. But look at that. He's right behind the leader, so he definitely can go and still have a shot at this. Nothing is impossible here in the Sportsman series. We've definitely have seen crazier things. He's going to make the move there on the 02 of Liv Morganfan, who also, I should point out, was actually go on board with Liv. He's having also a great run in the standings as well. Let's check out his stat wheel so far. So Liv has had 2 starts. This would be his 3rd. His average start, I'll be honest, is awful. It's 17.5, but his average finishes is definitely up here in the, well, honestly, 8.5. So he literally halves his starting position in this. So look at Liv Morganfan up here. He makes some noise. He is definitely looking like a hot commodity, but he may start just a little bit too late, because he's 22nd in points, and there is a lot of positions that he has to be gaining, because towards this late in the season, yes, we do see some people coming on through and trying to make one-off appearances. Oh, in fact, we're going to be seeing the O2 come on down this time, so let's go on board with someone else, I should say. But yeah, everyone is basically, we're seeing the full-timers at this point. The people that have, started their one-off appearances are mostly gone at this point in this season. especially as we go next week. We're basically going to be seeing the full-timers here. And speaking of seeing some big movements, look at all of this. Moves to pit road. Everyone and their mother coming on through, being so cautious. Strangely enough, to get onto pit road right there. But yeah, look at this long line right here. I don't think anyone sped. Everyone was pretty calm, cool, and collected right there. Looks like the 13 and the 22 already in the pits. Of course, we got 2 people out of this race so far. So there they go. So basically, they'll be coming out as the others are coming on in. Of course, we have the blend rule here. You don't want to merge up too early. Basically, right here is basically the entry. But basically, all of these guys here are trying to make something happen. Here goes the 20. In fact, let's go on board with the rest of the guys coming on through. B-Comp has caught the leaders because he is right here with the top guys with the 21 and the 00. Definitely knows how to get it done. We're seeing a lot of guys in the comments saying I should have raced. So let's see here. Energy, I appreciate it, man, but I gotcha. Thank you. Nathan says, I was going to race, but my wife left the gym, so I had to go into dad mode, of course. WX Mike saying I should have raced tonight. But yeah, we have a lot of other races, honestly, that I think you guys would be a little bit more okay with racing. Of course, Charlotte's coming up next. A lot of people love Charlotte. We also have Iowa up next. A lot of people love Iowa. We also have the Roval. I only know of one person that likes the Roval. But either way, we have a lot of other tracks that are coming up here. Interesting decision being made by the top 5. It's not really a decision, but the top 5 have really split themselves from the back half. So there is basically the front 5 right here, and then you have the back 10. Which is Tuckball, Bad for You. We have Liv Morgan fan up there in his up in here in his average finish, and then we have the 21 of Tomboy, and then the 68 of B-Comp up here. So yeah, definitely going to we're going to be seeing how these racers kind of figure themselves out going on through the rest of the race. So it looks like the 99 has found himself into P11. We're going to try to find out who's behind him. Where? It looks like Sauce is coming on down. Big. Okay, so it looks like Hellcat's in P12. Big gap between him and the rest of the field, so he's going to have a very lonely race here. Let's see here. There goes the 38 and the 22. This is for P13. So that's 13, 14, 15th. And then you have 16th right behind of Heron. Then you have 17th. Someone, probably Sauce. Then you have 18th, 19th of these two right here. So yeah, we have 19 drivers in the field tonight. Actually, I think we have, we have 19 drivers in the field tonight. So basically, we know where everyone is right here. Nathan says definitely do Iowa, probably Charlotte, Darlington, Chicago. I keep forgetting that Chicagoland's on the schedule. But yeah, Charlotte is a lot of fun, especially in the trucks. It's very much a tire track. Big moves up here for the lead. UK takes it. Wildcard Coyote wants it, but so does Bass, so does Chapman, so does Lil Chris. Lil Chris has been so good throughout the entire season. He's going to take it 3 wide, very aggressive, and the 56 has nowhere to go. Still going to be 3 wide right here. So someone's got to back on out. It's going to be Chapman, very tip of the hat. But yeah, we have change for the lead. Wildcard takes the spot with UK taking P2. Lil Chris into P3. 74 of Bassbuck into P4. Bassbuck, I should point on out. There we go. Going to the right camera shot for that. Bass has been on another hot streak. And no, it's not been... He's been a very quiet guy. I mean, of course, he's had only one truly bad race, and that was... actually the season opener at Talladega. But Talladega is always a crapshoot anyway. So Bass, ever since then, has been having very consistent finishes. So I'm trying to find exactly where he is. So he's been 4th, 3rd, and 5th. So stats show he's either going to get either 6th or 2nd today because he's finished. He has yet to repeat a finish so far this season. So, and he's actually one of the few drivers that has actually done that, very surprisingly. You'd be surprised that there are a lot of drivers that have repeat positions. Of course, Lilchrist has finished first twice. We have another one of Tomboy finishing 10th twice. We also have another one, B-Comp finishing 2nd twice. The list goes on. But anywho, speaking of Tomboy and B-Comp, here is the second half of the top 10. So your Bad Feud takes P6. Then you have Liv there in P7, Tomboy P8, and it looks like Tuck has moved from P9, fighting for P9, I should say, with B-Comp right behind. He's trying to take that spot. Maybe a little bit of contact was involved right there. It doesn't quite look it on our screen. But then you have P11 of Goose right here, US Trek Enterprise in P11. A lot of these drivers, though, basically just, you can see, are trying to just hit their marks and be smooth. The 22 of Napier having a spirited battle with both the 52 and the 13 right here. Looks like the 38 of Monster, something that must have happened with him because he was up in the top spot for the longest time. Something must have happened with him as he is now all the way back here in P13. But though Monster, let's go on board with Monster here for a hot second. There he is. Monster himself has had a very weird season. He missed Talladega, but he started in Homestead, P8 there. Richmond, P6 there. Excellent job. And then a P20 at Dover. And right now he's splitting the middle of both of those finishes and currently sitting in P13 with chasing down the 20 as we just saw pass for P12. So Monster, though, has a lot of laps to get it done, 50 by my count. In fact, actually, if you guys could give me a lap update, that would be perfect. But yeah, right now you can see that, oh my goodness, big battle for the top spot right here. I was totally missing that. The 74 down low with the 87 up high. They're 2x2 with Lilchrist pushing the custom 18 of UK up forward a little bit with the 24 of Sauce just kind of having a fun time. Oh, the 52 of Keith. Something must have happened with him. That may end his day. Unfortunately, that will be probably the end of Keith's day right there. So that we know our P17 finisher right there. So that'll be 16. 48 to go at the line. Well, I guess there we go. 48 to go. Thank you so much. But look at this battle right here. Texas, not really known for its side-by-side battling, but this is why I said in the opening that these guys can go and get it done. These guys know how to race side-by-side with turn 4 becoming so harsh on getting loose. But the 74 goes and gets that top spot there. What can he do? I don't think he can really pull away because the draft is so good around here. But he can definitely try. And definitely at this point, he has to, with so much in the standings, he has to finish in front of the 88 almost every race in order to close that gap. Now, 85 points may sound like a lot, but I want to point out now, and I know this is anecdotal evidence, but the 1992 Winston Cup season, by the midway point of the season, the eventual champion, Alan Kowicki, was 134 points back. And we use the same exact system, so anything can happen. We'll have to see. Check on in with the battle for P6. As they battle, they're actually, the second pack right here is actually having the ability to close on in. So it looks like the 00 versus the 02. And then you have the 68 getting that spot into P7, or sorry, P8, pardon. So it looks like Bad For You is battling with Liv. Like I said, Liv is a definite one of those guys that I have to watch out for. He can definitely go and wheel a race car, or race truck, I should say, pronouns. Let's check on in with, as we see, the 87. Oh, hits the apron right there. That's going to choke on up. Third on back right there. You may not really point on out, but yeah, hitting the apron so harsh when it comes to the Texas track. It will absolutely just rocket you up an entire lane, and you saw Wildcard really be on the defensive there. The 18 is going to try to go the high side here. It is a line here, if you can actually hold it, because he's going to gas it up here, and he will have the high side momentum. But unfortunately, nothing can really happen right here. The 74 doing everything he can in order to hold everyone behind. A lot of drivers getting loose right here, so we're going to be checking on in with these guys here in a little bit. Let's check on in with the battle for P13. So looks like Chris, unfortunately, did lose a lap, so he's now back in P17 right now. Unfortunate from him. The P13 of Monster having a very lonely race, but he will have the company of the 20 because it looks like he is closing in on them. Let's check on in with P14 and 15, which is Heron and Tomboy. Not Tomboy, Napier. And then you have P16, which is Sauce, which is right behind the leaders. He's just kind of keeping tabs on them, drafting with them. Then you have P17, which is obviously Keith, which is what we discussed. Two DNFs, like I said, Nuka and NRG, which unfortunately will hurt their average finish in terms of the team standings. The 68 is making moves, though. Watch on out for the 68 here. He is probably, should that first pack get a little bit sideways. Oh, big move. It looks like... What happened to Tuck? Let's find out where Tuck is. Oh, it looks like the 21 Tomboy decided... Oh, in the 33, coming on down. So, looks like early stops for these guys. So, we're going to be seeing our second round of pit stops here pretty soon. So, let's go back on board with the leaders. Yeah, look out for the 68. The 68 is looking mighty fast right here. So, I didn't see him signal to come on down this time. So, it looks like they're going to be just kind of working with it. But you can see just how loose he is right there. If the O2 wants to just run, he'll be right behind that 68. So we'll have to see how that's going to shake on out. Unfortunately, that's going to leave Bad For You in the dust right there. In fact, I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Bad For You always streams. I actually have... Oh, no, that's not it. That's my broadcast. Yeah, there he is. This is why we sub, people. Bad For You, check him on out. I will plug him right there in the social media tab. Let's see, there we go. So, there we go. Looks like the 68 is coming on down. Yeah, definitely respect to all of these guys. Looks like the 52 is coming on down as well. Yep. Looks like the 88 will remain out on track. So, ooh, we also had a brush in with the wall because the O2 is right there. Same thing with the 00. So hopefully hopefully nothing's going to come about. But the O2 spins coming off of turn 4. Oh my goodness, the O2 is going to be Oh, he missed pit road. Did he signal? I don't think he did. And that is exactly what can happen if you don't point on out. So let's watch the replay from the 00's POV right here because we saw it live. No, he did not signal, and that is why you signal, and you can see that he is out of fuel right now. So he's just kind of putt-putting around, making sure that he can actually go and get the distance. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I tell you, signal. If the person behind you doesn't know, I mean, you're just going to get absolutely destroyed, and that is what happens right there. Oh my goodness. Well, that's how quickly things can change. So where is the leaders right now? So it looks like the 87 going to come on through. Where is the 74 at? Looks like he is stopping this time. So a lot of a mixed bag of strategy right now coming on through. Yeah, the 74 and the 18 are pitting this time. The 21 and the 33 were the first ones to come on down pit road. So they're going to have some big implications right here. Looks like the 87 says thanks 88 in the PSN. So, ooh, let's see how that's going to shake on out. Because we may see some big implications right here. So looks like Bad is now in P7. Looks like the 88's come on down this time. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to get everyone in the running order as we see. But right now, it looks like, yeah, with the 88 coming on down this time, he's on pit road. You can actually see the 88 on the left-hand side. He's about to hit his box. So, yeah, this is to unlap everyone right here. So I wonder what happened between the 87 and the 88. Numerical brothers right there. Here comes the 74, fresh off of the pits. Looks like the 87 did have a little bit of kerfuffle because he is nowhere to be found. Nowhere up here. It looks like the 38 as well. may have sped, so unfortunate from him. This may give... Yes, right now, currently our leader is Sauce. So there is the 88 right there. He's going to be left in the dust, comparatively speaking, with the 74 and the 18. But he will be gaining a little bit more spots. So, like I said, it looks like the 24 will be coming on down pit road. Nope, he is going to be still on track. So let's find where the 24 is at the moment. The 24 of Sauce. He's around here somewhere. He's on track. There he is. So coming off at 2, he has yet to come on down, but he does have to. He does have to make 3 pit stops. So as long as he makes 3 pit stops, that'll be a-okay. But we'll have to see. As right now he is showing no signs of coming on down. So yeah, the 24 will have to do so. But maybe he's going to try an alternate strategy. Maybe he's going to take fuel only, come to last stop. Maybe. I can only assume. But wonder what happened with the 68, because he is nowhere to be found as well. The 68 is nowhere to be found. Maybe he sped. Maybe he... oh, there he is right here with the 52 of Keith, right behind all these guys that he already passed. The 52 of Keith being so loose right there. Unfortunate from him. That is really going to lose a lot of ground. But now this is a big movement for everyone right now, as we are seeing a lot of these drivers go and a lot of these drivers have a big, big strategies coming to fruition. Right here, currently, the 74 will be the leader. Hopefully, someone lets him know that he will have to pit 3 times. But hey, as long as he does that, that's all that matters. So as long as he knows that, hey, the fuel rule is into effect. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer it. But, and I quote, the only thing that he asked me before the race started was, max you can save is 5. So no more than 5 laps. Oh, well. He says per fuel run? No, it's correct. So I will let him know that. Because I think he has the wrong idea in his head. Oh, the 52 hitting the wall right there, so as we were on board with the Hellcat. So, we're going to be checking back in with our leader right here. Sauce still currently is Sauce currently still is the leader, so looks like he's going to be trying to make something happen right here. But currently nothing yet. So it looks like the 87 trying to make something happen, as well as with the 52 of Tomboy, or sorry, the 52 of 56 of Chapman. But nothing quite yet. He is... Ooh, looks like a little bit of contact was made in terms of their screen, but nothing so much from ours. Oh, the 87 getting way out of sorts. It looks like these guys had a lot of contact between the 87 and the 88. That's why they're so far back. Here comes the 24 of Sauce down pit road. So this is going to really shake on up the running order right now. So we're going to be trying to see where everyone shakes on out right here. And we'll have to see. So right now, Bad For You is currently in P4 with Lil Chris in P3. So there is Lil Chris in P3, and he's trying to run on down the leader. So Bass in first, looks like UK P2. But Lil Chris does have the precious tires right now, so he is trying to make up as much ground as possible. Coming around this time, we're going to be seeing how many laps are left. So as soon as Bad For You hits the line, I'll let you guys know. 27 laps to go. So definitely, this is one of those things that we are yet to see. So with that, Bass is going to be trying to make sure that he can actually maintain the gap. But UK's right behind. The 38 is a lap down, so he's going to be trying to make something happen here. All right, apologies about that. So right now, looks like the 88 is going to be up Crab Creek without a paddle, because while these three are drafting away and they're working with each other, unfortunately, the 88 can only do so much as a one drive operation. So these guys are definitely trying to make something happen here. We have Bad For You in P4, and we have a big gap to it. So like we have Tuck right here in P5, and then Tomboy right here in P6, but then a big gap right behind from P7. Looks like the 52 has indeed called it a night. Just way too loose, it looks like, so we know who finished 17th. But looks like the gap behind is to the 99 right here. So definitely a lot of work to do for all of these guys. So that is currently looks like US Trek, and then with Napier, the 87 Chapman, and then Liv Morgan fan. So all of these trucks, apart from the 24, is on the same lap. So there, yeah, the 22 is just kind of letting him go, but he's going to cut in front of the 02, and the 02 is going to be like, hey, man, what the hell? Oh, and he's going to go into the grass because of it. Oh, my goodness. Just, at that point, I think the door was already shut. The 02 probably should have just backed on off and just kind of went from there. But, yeah, very unfortunate. So we have one of those things that we have a big look to do for the rest of the field. So this is currently okay, so P6 is that, so looks like P7, P8, P9, P10, 11, and then that means B-Comp's all the way in P12. Ooh, yikes. The 88 still trying to make something happen here. These guys have at least 7 more laps of fuel left before we go into our final stop for the race. But we have a lot of strategy at play right here. Looks like Sauce misunderstood what was said. He thought it was 5 laps per run. No, it's 5 laps total. So yeah, Sauce, unfortunate. That is, ooh, big yikes right there. Looks like UK had to get out of the throttle. But looks like that was a little bit of a issue right there, but he's figuring it out. But he still has a strategy. He can stop with take fuel only and be good to go, while everyone else takes 4. So he can still salvage something here. But we see a lot of drivers here on pit road getting their final stop of the race. So we're going to be seeing who can go on out and get a good stop right here. The 20 having a very lonely race right here. The 30 just kind of, like I said, drafting with the top drivers here. The 18 hits the wall, and that may open up the door for the 74 to extend his gap. But we'll have to see, though, because it looks like he's still going to be within drafting range. Of course, he is still going to be within shooting distance of the win. Who doesn't want to win when they enter a race, of course? But this could be great news if your name is Bassbuck in terms of the title. He can go and get this thing done. He can actually gain. I don't know if Chris has led a lap yet. We'll have to find on out. But at most, if Chris finishes in P3, he'll be gaining 15 points at most. I think Chris has led a lap, but I'm not too sure. Chapman, though, you can see a lot of these guys that were coming on down the pit road already. Looks like Bad is going to be coming on down pit road here soon. His tires are on the fritz. Lil Chris came on down pit road, so we're going to be seeing his final stop. He's going to try to make something happen, but you can see a big gaggle of lap trucks coming on up for our 2 leaders, but these guys will have to pit, so they won't have to worry about that. Looks like the 18 of UK, I thought was pitting that time, but I guess not. Trying to make something happen right here. Of course, there is a benefit to stopping early. That is always a benefit. You know, you can actually go and try to make the best out of a bad situation, and have a and try to go and shortstop the rest of your competition. But right now, this is probably going to be a losing situation for whoever pits last because of how potent the draft is. We'll have to see, though, because if you can break free of the draft and you have a good truck, you can actually just pull away. So you don't want to risk it. So Lil Chris may have done probably the best strategy. And as you can see, Bad For You coming on down the pit road this time. We'll have to see how this is going to shake on out in terms of everyone. So here comes the 21 Tomboy. Looks like the 33 of Tuck is just in front. These guys were the first ones to come on down pit road. Going to be seeing how everyone else is doing. There goes the 87, the 56 of Chapman, the 68 of B Comp, and the 99 of US Trek. All four of these guys have had very up and down nights. Can be seeing if the 74 is going to be pitting this time, or if they're already down pit lane. And day now. There they are. Currently no signaling from these guys yet. So these guys are definitely maintaining a really good balance of drive. Laps to go. As soon as Bad For You crosses the line, I will let you know. But yeah, right now the 74 and the 18 currently are P1 and P2. But right now they show no sign of coming on down. Maybe this time, because they'll have to be getting close to saving some fuel. Yep, you can see the motion from the 74, and you can see the 18 repeat in kind. So these guys will be coming on down. Who is going to be the last of the late breakers here? But don't speed. That is going to be the biggest thing here. So we're going to be on board with these guys. Both of them being respectful of one another. The 74 staying up high, the 18 staying down low. And you can see that both of them hit their marks pretty smooth. With the 18 being a little bit too low, loses a little bit of time. And I totally missed Bad For You coming on past the thing. So I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, give it 1 hot second. We'll be right back. As soon as he goes on around, he's passing Tomboy for currently P7, so there we go. And you can see the 22 and Napier coming on down, so that's going to be for P6. And as he crosses the line now, he is going to be 12 laps to go for our leader. So we're still on board with our 2 leaders right here, because we want to see who's going to be the ones who really... Ooh! Did the 18 speed? No, there's no shot. The 18 took 4 tires. Oh my goodness, we may have seen some strategy here. So that is exactly what I'm talking about. There goes the 88, the 13, the 24. The 24 is for position right now. So, yeah, the 18 trying his damnedest up here to maintain that track position. But interestingly, though, the 74 took right sides only. Will that be a damper on the whole situation? So the 74 will be far and away the leader right now. But, so right now, I should actually point out, it looks like the 38 has called it a night as well. So Mo Power just taking the hit in terms of the team standings. This is not a good night for them. So there goes the 74 of Bass, and there is the 18 of UK. The 88 of Lil Chris is absolutely just gaining on the 74. This may have been a very crucial call in the race. The 88 and the 13, one of them is only for position. The 88 is for position. Is absolutely flying right now. The 88 has 4. The 74 has 2. Oh my goodness! I think the race may have just been decided right here. So we have the 88 come on down, take 4, with the 74 coming out just in front. Oh my goodness! This is exactly why anything can happen here in the Sportsman series. Meanwhile, we have the custom 18 somewhere around here. Here goes the 87 and the 56. A little bit of update on them. They're still trying to make up through the field. P6 right now for Bad For You with 9 laps to go. Yeah, with 9 laps to go, this is looking pretty rough for our leader right now. In fact, there he is right there, the 88 going and trying to get the position right here on the front stretch with the 74. The 74, I'm sure, is going to try to put up a fight. He is going to maintain the bottom, but with 4 fresh tires, the 88 is just going to steam on by. Oh my goodness, and we have seen that happen. A little bit of, big battling between the 74 and the 88. Oh my goodness, we saw that live. So the 88 will have to regroup and do it again. But look out for that 18. The 18, these 2 lap trucks not playing any favors between the 88. Now, what can the 18 do? 8 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. The 20 is just trying to get out of the way because that is for position. The 88 trying to get on past, but look out for the 18. The 18 is with 4 fresh tires, is absolutely chugging. The 74, though, is going to be maintaining that bottom, and this will be a clean pass right here. The 74 going to be try to side draft a little bit, not giving any space, but the power off of turn 4. 88 should be there, but the 74, no, the 74 is still there. He is going to be battling that 88. This fight is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Watch on out here. 7 laps to go. The 74 is going to charge, try to get back at least to the bottom of that 88, but the 74 will not be there. And just coming on about, we'll have to see. Let's see here. So back to you. Quick update on that is battling for P6. He is going on underneath Tuck right now. So excellent job. We have Sauce still up there, so technically this will be a battle for P4, as Sauce is going to be having to do one more pit stop here. But look out now for this 18, though. The 18 has absolutely fresh tires, and with only 5 more laps left in this race, yes, this will be pretty much a clean pass right here. The 18 will be battling the 88 right here, trying to get something to work. And you can see it right here. The 18 is going to be trying to make it to the top side right here, and he will just power on through. Loose is not a factor. 4 laps to go. I apologize this time. And you can see it right there. The 18 will go and get the spot, but the 88 is going to be battling here. He is going to be holding stout, but much like what the 88 did to the 74, down and away with the draft. Now, what can the 88 do? He will have the benefit of the draft here. He can actually still put up a fight, and that means if these two make contact, we can actually see a repeat of Auto Club right here. That 74 may be able to come away with the win. 3 laps to go, but right now the 18 is trying to hold and utilize the most out of his tires right now, and coming on out of this, he is going to be trying to hold on up, but 2 laps to go. Maybe lap trucks will play a factor right here. That we have the 22 coming on up, and this is may be all she wrote. The 74, unfortunately, will not be a factor right now unless these two get together. The 18 gets crazy tight, but unfortunately, nothing quite to do. I'm sure the 88 is probably going to charge turn 3, and we're going to be seeing what the 22 is going to do now. This is coming to the white flag. What will the 22, the lap truck, do right here? Will he just get out of the way? Will he be battling these leaders? It looks like it'll be the latter. Okay, it looks like he gets out of the way right there, so excellent. Whew. I was really nervous from that right there. But the 22 will stay out of the way, and he will be battling, just mending his own business right there. And just like that, knock off 2 in a row for the MRL weekend, because Mopowa Cat UK will take on home the checkered flag at Texas. Excellent work from all of these guys, and we're seeing the looks like Bad For You finishes P4, Tuck P5, Sauce in P6. Ooh, yikes! He did not stop a 3rd time, so unfortunately he will be dropped to the end of the lead lap, which I do believe is only 10th, so not that big of a drop, but you know, it's one of those things. Maybe make that P11. Let's see how all this is kind of shaking on out. To P12, I apologize. So, yeah, there we go. But we know our podium, so Sauce will be dropped to P12 because of not following fuel rule. So, looks like P5 will be having a really good stop, or a really good run. Bad For You, all of these drivers up here going and getting that done. But I do want to point on out, like I said, you'd be surprised how much strategy played a factor here at Texas. Much did at Auto Club. 2 tires was not the call, and we saw it play on out on both sides. That it's one of those things. 4 tires sometimes just goes and gets that bread. So I'm gonna pause for a hot second. Let me go get our top 3 up in here. I'll be right back. All right, I apologize. I am back. Always have to scroll on down to get UK up in here because he always appears offline. So I always have to go all the way down to the bottom in order to go and get this one dude. But it looks like we do have our drivers up here. Let's see here. We do have our results. So, of course, as we wait for our top three to get up in here, we have UK, Lil Chris, Bass. We all know that. Bad for You, P4, Tuck, P5. Wildcard P6, Chapman P7, Tomboy 8th, US Trek P9, Liv P10, Bcomp P11, and Sauce will be relegated down to P12 because of not following the fuel rule. He did not pit 3 times, so P12 for him. Hellcat P13, Heron P14, Napier P15, Monster, Keith, NRG, and Nuka are our DNFs in that order, 16th through 19th. And I think we do have everyone up here right now. So that was a big implications for the rest of the season here. As we are approaching halfway in the season, we have one of the Cup guys coming on down and bushwhacking, so to speak. But we do want to hear from currently the 2 championship favorites, because after this race, US Trek just did not have a good race. It's going to be one of you two that's going to get the title. So let's start with Bass right now. We have to go all the way to Mike Harmon for this. So Bass, you took 2 tires, if I'm understanding correctly, and that final stop. Unfortunately, that was not the call, but you had a bad fast truck.
Yep, pretty much said it there. I can't figure out a strategy at the end of these races, man. Anything I do is just the opposite. You gotta do the other thing. So disappointing. Yeah, just had nothing at the end. They were just they had nitrous. They were just not even close. I thought 2 tires was a call. Clearly, that was not the call. But yeah, we had a good race finally. Led some laps, felt good. Did everything we had to do until the end, like usual. But yeah, that was cool, fun race. Appreciate my boy Xander. He helped me a lot today. Watching, yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. Like I said, it was a really good points day for you. I mean, ultimately, though, you only lost 5 points, and there's still plenty of season left to do. Charlotte, you are so good at Charlotte. I know personally, a lot of the people racing and also watching may not, but I know you're good at Charlotte. You think you can turn on around, because the season's far from over?
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, Charlotte's cool. Yeah, look forward to it.
Well, there we go. Bass, congrats on the podium. And we move on to P2 for Lil Chris. Now, Lil Chris, the flip opposite side of that strategy here. You pit early. You basically split your second to last run in half. And pits with enough basically that you can go and get it done. If I'm counting my laps correctly, I do believe you pit with like around 20 to go. So I want to ask though, was that by design, or do you think that was like, okay, I need to gain some ground on the front 2 that were drafting?
No, that was by design. And I mean, the lap time that I turned, the 30.1, compared to the second place, which was 30.3, that was by myself. So I was just biding my time. I got up there, I led a lap, I fell to the back of the little 5-car pack that we had, bided my time, and done the strategy the way I wanted to do it, but I didn't plan on a guy running me into the wall twice when I went to the outside. So I can understand you blocking the inside all you want. You know, hey, that's fine and dandy. That's what I done to Mo Power. Hey, he went on the outside of me like I tried base fuck, and
yeah, I know.
Just
like
nothing.
you never wrecked anybody before.
No, not in the wall like that. Not
totally.
Not intentional
never
like
happened
that.
out of you, man.
All right, gentlemen. Okay, this is an interview.
This is my time. This is my time. You get off. You just shut your shit down.
All right. So
what I'm saying,
continue.
it was plain as day. He run me in the wall not once, not twice, but 3 times during that race. Twice at the end. If he wouldn't have done that, I had the lead. I was gone. Mo Power would have started running me down, but he wouldn't have got me at the end. So it is what it is. But I see how the Xander crew works, and if that's what y'all want to do, we got a lot more guys at PMR, and we can make this one hell of a season if this is what y'all want to do. But I don't want to do that. I want everybody to race clean. I think I've turned a lot of my stuff around a lot the last 10 races. And if y'all can't let go of the past, man, hey, PMR all day. So whatever y'all want to do, you know, I'm happy with second, but should have had first. So appreciate it.
Well, that was actually my question. I think, I mean, obviously, I mean, we saw it happen right there. But I feel like pitting later was both the call here as well as Auto Club. It was the same exact situation. Just four tires were so important here. I mean, obviously, I'd do the race again. I mean, maybe I would have assumed pit later because that 18 was absolutely just chugging.
Nah, I still like my call. 'Cause like I said, I was running them down pretty good, and I saw Mo Power. You know, at first we was kind of staying even on as far as the gap wise. It's just the gap really closed down as soon as I got the lead and got past all that craziness. You know, that's whenever it started coming. I just couldn't build the momentum back up to keep it. I don't think he would have got me at the end. He would have been right there, but we never know. So I'll take a second.
Well, there we go. We never know. So, Chris, congrats, P2. But we go to the man of the hour now. I guess I'll go to, I guess, Christian Eckes because it is the 18 truck. 2 out of 2 so far for the race weekend, UK. I know you said that it probably wouldn't happen again, but here you are, Texas. This was late. You actually messaged me like an hour and a half before the race saying that you were going to race, and here you go and win.
Yeah, it's funny how it works, isn't it?
It is funny how it works. But yeah, no, go ahead. Take us through your race.
I didn't come here to expect to win. Came here to just log some laps and have a little fun with my team and everything. I haven't done that yet this year, so I'm like, got off work early. I'm like, yeah, I'll come and have some fun with you a little bit. But our truck was alright. It's just Texas, man. I mean, I haven't figured this place out. Loose all four, tight everywhere else. Just made some good adjustments, and here we are.
Well, you saw that I mean, with the four, well, Lake called to take four, you were absolutely just chugging on down from the top two. The 74 obviously took two. The 88 took four, but like by almost like 8 laps differential. This was a repeat of Auto Club. If we kind of look at the grand scheme of things, repeat of Auto Club, absolutely just making up the time. It's funny that it happened once, but it's hilarious that it happened twice.
Yeah, it is pretty funny to happen twice, and I don't know if I would have caught him if that didn't happen, but I mean, yeah, I was flying. I took less fuel and just barely enough to make it, and I barely made it. But I don't know if I would have got him or not. That's it. But well, we never know.
Well, I guess we'll never know. But hey, well, I mean, all that we know is that you did. You did end up getting that top spot, and congrats, man. Like I said, 2 out of 2.
It was fun sneaking at the show a little bit.
Yeah, coming on down bushwhacking. But
I mean, I
with
had a
that,
track that I would pick to come down here, but here I am.
well, the track that we all know you're probably looking forward to the most is probably tomorrow at Bristol. So we'll see if you can go 3 for 3.
I'll probably get it right.
Well, that's what you said about tonight, and look what happened. So we'll see. But guys, any final thoughts before we close on out for the night?
Nope.
Good talk.
I got nothing good to say.
All right. Well, with that, we're going to close on out for the night. Thank you all so much for coming on out, racing, and also watching, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats to UK on the win. Chris P2, Bass P3, and we'll tell you what, we'll be back tomorrow for the Challenger Series. It's going to be the round of 6 opener at Bristol. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see if UK can go 3 for 3, or maybe someone else can punch their ticket to the Final Four. With that, it's going to be on out for the rest of the night, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.